Hi, it's Claire from Cluesy. Thank you so much for joining into my frequency today. So for those that don't know, I introduced some movement sessions into the clinic towards the end of last year. And for me, it was like the missing key for what we do here. So ANF therapy is hands down the most effective pain and inflammation reducer I have ever seen. However, I struggle to help people break old movement patterns until now. So I usually see people maybe 3 to 5 times for ANF, and then I introduce the movement sessions combined with the ANF. So now we help remove pain and inflammation, repattern your movements, and then help rebuild the tissue. It's pretty awesome. So what is the key to all of this? I'll let you know. So I thought I'd explain a little bit about what it is, and it's all about fascia. So over the next 4 weeks, I'll explain what it is we do here, how we introduce some things into your life that can help improve it in terms of slight movements. So I'm declaring February, Fascial February. It's all about the fascia. So what is fascia? It is the most abundant tissue in our bodies. It permeates the entire human body and, from my experience running a farm, animals as well. So it forms one continuous whole body 3-dimensional matrix of structure, and it runs through and surrounds all your organs, all your muscles, all your bones, and all your nerve fibers. It is immense. And when you get stressed, it tightens up. But it's designed to stretch as you move and to glide over itself. But there are certain things that cause the fascia to thicken and become sticky. And when it dries up and tightens around the muscles, it can limit your mobility and cause painful knots to develop. So a healthy fascia is smooth, slippery, and flexible. And factors that cause the fascia to become gnarly, as I describe it to my clients, it's officially called adhesions. It includes a lifestyle of limited physical activity. So, office workers that are quite sedentary and you do little to no movements day after day. Or repetitive movement that overworks one part of the body. So, if you're always doing this on a factory line or a checkout chick or something like that. Traumas such as surgery or injury, and also emotional traumas. And then there's excessive movement or exercise can also cause problems with the fascia. And the number one that I always say is dehydration. We're 70% water, so if you're dehydrated, nothing works. So in general, sort of muscle and joint injuries kind of feel worse the more you move, whereas the fascia adhesions, the gnarliness, tends to feel better when you move and also responds well to heat because it brings back the tissue's elasticity and promotes blood flow. So when the fascia gets distorted, it can pull muscles, it can cause muscle spasms, it can cause pain around the joints, it can cause you to be limited movement, as well as more severe conditions like frozen shoulders, tennis golfers' elbows, plantar fasciitis, knee pain, tension headaches, scoliosis, like the list goes on. So how does the fascia cause all of these things? Well, just think about it. When one part of the body is not working efficiently, another part will compensate. So if your shoulders ache from being hunched over a desk all day, your lower back may take on some of the load of lifting the weights or grocery bags. If you've got overly tight hamstrings, it causes the quadricep muscles to do the work the hamstrings are unable to do. So when this happens, the fascia thickens around to protect the muscle that's not being utilized properly from overstretching or being injured. So this chronic stress sort of leads to all the fibers losing their natural shape, their texture, their flexibility, and that eventually leads to limiting your mobility and causing pain during activity. So it's super, super, super important. So, if you get stuck in a cycle that the tissue just keeps behaving in the same way, if you have an injury and you limp and you limp and you limp and you limp and you limp, the tissue around through the inflammation and scarring will decrease the function of the tissue and cause adhesions or gnarliness. So what can we do? What do we do here? And what can we encourage you to do? Number one, stay hydrated. As I said, we are 70% water and we are like a river. So you would imagine the fluid is flowing through the body like a river, but what happens when there's a narrowing in the river? Stuff accumulates, doesn't it? It gets stuck. So that kind of like what happens with ankles and knees and hips and shoulders. So we work those areas with specific movements and pressure balls and rollers and torture sticks, thanks to my great mate Ian O'Dwyer, who is probably one of the world's most leading movement specialists. He taught me all of this. So he teaches you to, and I'd now teach you, that you got to roll. You roll over the muscles and the bones, and then we do slight little movements just to release and rehydrate. So personally, I met Ian after I broke my leg. And I've had a zillion falls in my life. Most of you who have known me a long time will know that I'm really clumsy and fall over nothing. So when I broke my leg, I was sedentary. I sat around for 6 to 8 months doing nothing. So what happened? My leg all stiffened up, which in turn stiffened my shoulders and everything. So I went through all of my movement classes, did the ANF, and I feel like I've gone back 15 years. I feel great. So if you want to experience or even learn a little bit how I do that, tune in over Fascial February, and each week we'll take you through movements and things that you can do that will help your body improve, help break your patterns, rehydrate your tissue, and get you out and about more. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week, and at the end of the 4 weeks Fascial February, I'll let you know how you can get involved in going even deeper. All right, thanks again for watching. See you later.